Ooh, you know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? What's good with the people, man? How is y'all doing on this Mark Mentality Monday? You say Mark Mentality Monday. What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it, but before we do that, man, you know what I'm talking about? What's good, people like hee ha ha, Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep their head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Swing that family, you know, man. Worldwide INC. Worldwide Incorporated, worldwide. They say, what that mean, bruh? Hey, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, everybody, come on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody included, man. And Dougal, Cutthroat, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rube, Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next. Same thing, bruh. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep the head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get through these disclaimers. And you know what I'm talking about? A good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no drug users, drug sellers, alcohol consumption. Don't take a sip of the sippage. You know what I'm talking about? Alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip of the sip it. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta let that hat hang off that head till it's almost over there, man. You know what I'm talking about? So you gotta have it. You see, that's what you gotta have that thing dripping off of there, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know how y'all be saying drip? You gotta have that hat dripping up off of there, man. You know what I'm talking about? If you ever run into anybody from Oakland, man, they gonna have their hat way over there like this, man, because that's just how we rock our hats, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like when I be rocking my beanie, man. We've been doing that since I was a little kid. Somebody try to, y'all get on my nerves, bro. Y'all need to just live more life, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You know how it is. Man, that's it, man. That been around, bro. My uncle in the music before I even heard of an E40, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Before I even heard of these people. You know what I'm talking about? That's how people was rocking their hat when they was fishing. And you know what I'm talking about? That's how you rocked your hat when you was fishing, man. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, I got off of, yeah, man, just everybody, man. I don't promote no drug users. Y'all already said that, man. Listen, man. I don't promote nothing. All I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we don't know how much of it we got, man. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, man. I ain't prejudiced at all, man. A good brother like myself, man. I ain't got nothing against the sexually different, man. No. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody, man. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking about, I love me some everybody. As a matter of fact, I'm on quest, man. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace, you know what I'm talking about? That joy, you know what I'm talking about? That lead. We just ready that lead. Back to the YouTube community. You with me? I ain't check it out. Come fuck with a nigga one time, man. Man, what's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this Mark Mentality Monday? You say Mark Mentality Monday? What you talking about, bro? Just that right there, Mark Mentality Monday. You know what I'm talking about? I say Mark Mentality Monday, man. Yeah, Mark Mentality Monday. Shout out to everybody who didn't listen to their daddy, but listen to Kevin Samuels. You can't make this shit up. They say, bro, why you always with me? R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. I don't be fucking with bro, man. You know what I'm talking about? I just can't stand when I run into one of you square ass niggas, bro, and y'all act like this nigga was UEP do this up, bro. I keep telling you, man, I don't know about y'all, bro. Kevin Samuels didn't have no game for no nigga, folks. That's you nerds type of nigga, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all get on my nerves with that shit, folks. Here y'all do, man. Mark Mentality. And it's just like that there, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because I know people in real life, bruh, that don't listen to nobody. You know what I'm talking about? Don't listen to their mama, don't listen to their daddy, don't listen to their loved ones, don't listen to nobody. Do you get what I'm saying, man? And they always go find one of these motherfuckers on the internet or something. You know what I'm talking about? They always go find one of these motherfuckers on Facebook, Instagram, X, one of these old popular, and they make that Bible, man. You know what I'm talking about? They get to worshiping that motherfucker right there. So the people that know you for real don't know nothing. It's only the motherfucker that ain't never seen you before. Them the motherfucker you can get jiggy with. You know what I'm talking about? Because us as people, we like to listen to we like to go anywhere we ain't gonna get criticized. So that's where you gonna find people at. Anywhere they don't have to listen to what they did. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I ain't bullshitting with you. But hey, bro, don't you get to talking about Kevin Samuels, man. I'm not talking about Kevin Samuels. I just hate when I'm talking to a nigga, bro. I got my own daddy, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what's wrong with you niggas, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never even, I might have heard a few things, bro. But that nigga wasn't giving nobody no game. Y'all just liked that nigga because he was talking about them punk ass bitches, bro. That's the only reason you liked that nigga, bro. It ain't like that nigga gave you no game, bro. If we keeping it real, that nigga only had game for a bitch, bro. What does that tell you? How can a nigga tell a bitch how to get a man? Y'all just get on my nerves, bruh. Y'all do, bruh. Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all see what y'all want to see, and y'all hear what y'all want to hear. Mark Mentality Monday, folks, and that's how you get it. You mean to tell me they got a nigga that could come around here and tell a bitch how to get a man? How would he know? How would a nigga know what to tell a bitch to tell to a man? You know what I'm talking about? Unless he was trying to groom that bitch for his own game. I wouldn't know, man. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, but I just like, that's the type of nigga we deal with right now in this day and age right now, bro. We deal with niggas who think Kevin Samuels had game. That square ass shit that nigga was talking about, all that hypothetical ass game that nigga came with. And we live in a day and age where a nigga gonna tell me, Kevin, let me tell y'all something. I've been telling y'all this forever. Kevin Samuels was one of the first people who started that imaginary game ass shit. One of the first niggas was that nigga who was lying to the hoes. Then Kevin Samuels came with that imaginary game, bro, that had y'all playing the game that you couldn't win, nigga. This nigga came up here and first of all, he gave you a word that didn't even have a meaning. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga told you high value man. Then he said, this is my definition of a high value man, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Then he gave you that bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? But man, that shit that he described as a high value man, bro. Every dope dealer I know is that. We been that since we was 16. You know what I'm talking about? Mark Mentality, bro. But that's how you get it. Worshiping other people, bro. That's how they got y'all with that Bible. That's how they get y'all with everything. That's how they got y'all with Lil Wayne. That's how they got y'all with Uncle Clifford, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That's how they get you with everything, folks. Mark Mentality. They get you to worshiping that shit. Just like how y'all run around here right now and with that talking about black fatigue, some shit that they just done created on the internet. No such thing. But some shit they created on the internet, and these goofy ass niggas, this is how much they care about you. They keep spreading all them false ass narratives because they realize when they talk about that shit, that's when their analytics go up. So a nigga who got a lot of ratings talking about black fatigue, guess what his content finna be for the next couple of weeks until them ratings start going down. Y'all something straight out of comic book, bruh. And these the niggas y'all look up to. You know what I'm talking about? Antoine Daniels, the angry man. Y'all really think these niggas be telling you some real game, bruh? I mean, that might be real game to y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about, bruh? Listen, folks. If you think game is complaining about what's going on as a man, you crazy as a motherfucker. They said, bro, that's all you do be complaining. I ain't never complained, bro, but all right, I'll give you that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just telling you, once again, I don't give a fuck how you niggas act. You know what I'm talking about? You can act whichever way you want to. The reason I don't fuck with a lot of you niggas is for that right there, so you answer your own question, bro. You know what I'm talking about? No, I just know a nigga ain't gonna be able to sit around here and network while you niggas carry these behaviors. Mark Mentality Monday, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't gonna get nowhere with a mark mentality, and this is the shit that happens because you niggas sit around this motherfucker like a 10-year-old nigga that's impressed by the game, waiting, trying to get jumped in and prove himself and shit. This is the shit you niggas doing now. But look who y'all done let in the game. DJ Academics, Poetic Flacco, Charleston White, Trenches News. These is the niggas y'all letting the game, bruh. We done got so bad with it, we'll be up here on paperwork still brandishing guns on Instagram and shit talking about I wish a nigga would. This is how delusional we done got with it, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? We a motherfucking government witness and we still up here trying to antagonize people and shit. Showing them guns and shit after we on paperwork. We federal witnesses and shit, but we still up on Instagram talking tough. Mark Mentality, bruh. Trying to entice somebody to come fuck with us so we can put the feds on them. You know what I'm talking about? I'm on paper, man. Mark Mentality Monday, bruh. You gotta watch yourself. The game on you. You just do, bruh. But that's how you develop that mark mentality, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Getting impressed by these marks. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. They say, bro, don't you get to talking about R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. I ain't got no problem. I heard him say some shit before. I heard him say some shit before. He was an articulate, intelligent man. That's how he got y'all. That's how all these niggas getting y'all coming down here with this college education. And they realize probably the average person doesn't even have an education. So they can come with all these big words and sound smart and shit and make it sound like the scene like they know what they talking about or something, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And once again, y'all still ain't asked yourself all these people for the if all these people is for the people, and if you one of the people, you gotta know the people. We ain't got a dime. So if we all for the people, why we keep coming to the people selling them shit? If we really wanted the people and we know the people broke, why do we always gotta nigga, we got a blessing to sell you. Always got something to sell you. I just can't come here with the game and tell you, even though if I told you, you probably wouldn't use it anyway. But we can't just come get a game. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta come here and man, I'm telling you, these niggas be playing the number games with you, bro. All the statistics and shit niggas be reading, they be reading the statistics on y'all. Like how goofy we is, how we just trying to buy shit. Why you think these niggas always got something to sell you, bro? We gonna say it's business. Notice that we never come up with business for the other people to buy it off. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't never got nothing everybody want. We just pray on our own, bro, just like the preacher. I told you, bro, since I've been grown. I've been waiting to go to a church, bro, where them people stopped the service and counted the money in the plate and said they needed some more money. I've been waiting for that ever since I've been grown, bro. I ain't seen it yet. See, I used to see shit like that when I was little. I ain't seen that shit one time since I was grown. You know what I'm talking about? Because you know if you would have said something when you was little, they was just going to say your parents was going to get in trouble and shit. Seemed like you had unruly kids and shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's how they going to play you when you a kid, bro. You can't really say that much because they just going to, anything you say, even if it's the truth, they going to write it off as you don't know your place. Since I've been grown, Mark mentality. I've been waiting for a motherfucking church to do that. Pop. Y'all don't get away with that one as a grown person. I wish I would be in the motherfucking church. And they didn't pass that motherfucking offering plate, nigga. And they didn't counted the money and then they came back up to the pulpit and made an announcement about how much money, how much more they need. I ain't seen it as a grown person yet. You know what I'm talking about? Mark mentality. And that's exactly how they get you, bro. But I know it's a new generation of just nerds. So them niggas is looking for something to follow anyway, bro. Them niggas is looking for a leader. You know what I'm talking about? That's how y'all make it. That's how all these old weird ass niggas became leaders and shit. DJ Academics, Poetic Flacco, No Jumper, Vlad, all that weird ass shit, bro. That's how you let them in the dope, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Mark mentality. But y'all let niggas come around here and y'all choose up on them. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all let a nigga, y'all let a Saguni come around here and tell y'all, and this is just, y'all goofy, bro. Just like I said, man. Go ask your mama how many people she fucked before she had you. They got you niggas running around here talking about single mamas, bro. This is the shit I'm talking about, bro. You don't even know your daddy, but you running around here talking about single mamas. Half you motherfuckers saying that shit, your mama was single. You know what I'm talking about? I feel sorry for these niggas right now, bro, because you niggas daddies ain't nothing, bro. You niggas got the daddies that be watching Kai tonight and shit. Y'all got them daddies and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all got them daddies that be running around this motherfucker talking about ops and man, you a whole buster and all that shit, just using the trending words and shit. Y'all really don't got no man around you, bro. Y'all got the Mark mentality ass niggas of this day and age, bro. You do. You niggas got a turn out mentality. You too influenced by anything, bro. Anything. I'm telling you, nigga asked me why did I have my face on a shirt while he had on a Drake shirt. Now my question would be, why are you walking around with another nigga's face on your shirt? That ain't one of your dead partners. That would be my question. You know what I'm talking about? They done turned you niggas into groupies, bro. They done turned you niggas into the Michael Jackson crowd, nigga, when them the bitches used to be fainting in London and shit. They done turned y'all into that. They have, bro. Look how you niggas run around with a camera. If you niggas seen E40 or Too Short right now, y'all will run up to that nigga like a white bitch. Nigga, you know what I'm talking about, screaming, it's Too Short, can I get it? With you trying to get that nigga on your story real quick, bruh. This is how they got Mark mentality. You know what I'm talking about? Mark mentality, folks. Y'all listen to anybody that's popular. Or they tell you that's popular. Y'all let a nigga come around this motherfucker. I can't let y'all live this one down, bro. This just shows how much y'all don't listen. First of all, this nigga came over there with that bullshit ass high value man shit. Now I keep telling y'all this. When that nigga started the conversation, Kevin Samuels R.I.P. Do you realize the high value man was only 2% of people in the world, 3% of people in the world or something? This is the game he started with y'all from the jump. Because there is no way in the world a bitch can call in and explain how she deserves a nigga that's only 3% in the world. This is the game he played with y'all. This is why he can never lose a conversation. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, high percentage, when he started the conversation, it was only 3% of the world. Do you realize how after Kevin Samuels came out, the next day, everybody was 3% of the world? Everybody a high value man now. Let them tell it. And this is what I'll be telling y'all. Y'all let another nigga come around here with his philosophy. And you adopt it, nigga. Now all of a sudden you a high value man. That's why I ain't never believed psychology. They say, what, bro? I ain't never believed that shit. You know why? Because when I was in there studying that shit, they said that psychology, if I'm saying that shit right, that shit was made by two niggas, bro. One nigga came up with a theory that the other nigga couldn't disapprove, and this nigga came up with a theory that the other nigga couldn't disapprove. So they just said, fuck it, it's two philosophies. But two philosophies goes off what two other niggas think, bruh. With two other niggas. So y'all let two other niggas tell, man, y'all something straight out of comic book, folks. Nigga, I'm not living off no other nigga theory. I'm gonna live off my theory, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit, bro. Game is game, but at the same time, bro, me, myself, folks, I made a conscious decision a long time ago that I was finna go out here, folks, and I was finna do my thing. I was just gonna figure it out myself. I'm not listening to my mama. I'm not listening to my daddy. I'm just gonna make whatever I make of myself. And I went out here and I gauged enough of this life to where I got my own common sense now. You know what I'm talking about? Even though I had some good toolage. You know what I'm talking about? But I got my own common sense now, bro. I'm not sitting around this motherfucker waiting for the next YouTube wrestling character, bro. And this is, y'all weird, folks. I told you. The first time I knew you niggas was lost is on that Kanika Jenkins shit. When they had niggas from Turks trying to solve a murder. Then when the slow nigga came around here, bro. And y'all treated that nigga like he was the leader of the Crips, bruh. Like a slow nigga, bruh. Y'all will follow a slow nigga, bruh. And the slow nigga thought y'all, he had y'all around here talking about fight, and all that old goofy ass shit, bruh. You don't even know what that shit mean. And you just around here trying to sound like that nigga and everything. Fight. All that old shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's what piqued your interest. You know what I'm talking about? That's what you into. Y'all so straight out of comic book, nigga. All this game out here, bro. You know what I'm talking about? All this shit they got about stocks and shit, and that's the shit you downloaded, nigga. Fight. You niggas is something straight out of a comic book, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. You just looking to follow somebody. You looking to hate on somebody and you looking to follow somebody. You know what I'm talking about? Depending on how popular they is. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, something straight out of comic book, folks. Mark mentality. Don't have one. You know what I'm talking about? That's all I'm gonna tell you. Don't have one, bro. Don't be sitting around this motherfucker and all this shit y'all be doing is all that shit y'all is say don't do in that Bible. Y'all steadily sitting around here trying to promote. You got church people right now sitting here trying to read you the Bible, talking about when y'all sitting over there worshiping Beyonce. You got a bitch right now with a blue wig trying to read you the Bible while she trying to look like Cardi B. God said don't worship people. Y'all confused as fuck, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. And the fucked up part about it is all you confused motherfuckers is the ones that's trying to pass out the information. I ain't bullshitting with you. Just like them niggas tell you the streets is dead. If the streets is dead, why niggas keep catching cases? Like I said, bruh. If the streets is dead, how do we keep catching cases? Why do we got street cases if the streets is dead? Why do the streets become dead when you get caught? Because just before that case say y'all was out there in the streets getting money. You know what I'm talking about? That's what the affidavit said. Now all of a sudden the streets is dead. It ain't no more loyalty and all that. Notice how niggas always say that when they get caught. I've never seen a nigga getting money while at the height of his game make an Instagram video and tell on everybody. Say, you know what? I can't stake this. I got a guilty conscience, y'all. I've never seen nobody just tell when they wasn't coerced. I've never seen nobody just come out while they was at the height of their game and tell. Like, you know what? I want to apologize to God, my family. I've been doing wrong, and I've never seen nobody do that, bruh. I've only seen people tell when they get caught. So that would leads me to believe, you know what I'm talking about? That would leads me to believe that's you, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? That's what that leads me to believe. That's you. You know what I'm talking about? Because if you was just a tell, if you was just a righteous snitch or something like that, you was standing on and you was trying to clean shit up, it seemed like you wouldn't have had to get caught. You wouldn't have had to be rehearsed. Because it seemed like when you was getting away with shit, Mark mentality. Monday it is. When you was getting away with shit, you didn't tell the police then. You only told the police when you get caught and you was looking at some trouble. So you told to save yourself. But once again, the streets is dead. Then how do we keep catching street cases? These niggas will tell you anything, bro, just to rationalize what it is they doing. Mark mentality, Monday. You know what I'm talking about? Mark mentality, Monday. Once again, that's why they'll come up here and try to, you telling, right? I told you these niggas don't care about who telling, bro. The same nigga that's trying to say Big Meech and Jay Prince, look how they always trying to put a nigga who's been recognized in the streets as a real nigga for a while. Look how they always try to smut them. Did y'all know he was telling? But they gonna interview Charleston White. These people don't have a problem with snitches. Do you get what I'm saying? They just like trying to bring your character down. You know what I'm talking about? Just like a nigga, they got a nigga out here with a big ass podcast, bro. That's a federal informant, and he still comes tells you who's snitching. This is the shit we allow in today's time. You let a nigga that's on paperwork tell you who's snitching. You know what I'm talking about? Then we gonna promote Charleston White, and we gonna talk bad about Big Meech and Jay Prince. Y'all some straight out of comic book, bro. The world of Bizarro. I keep seeing you nerds just because it's how business talking about these other niggas, Rico. And I'm sitting here, and all right, you just read the titles, and I'm just looking at how many, because it's a trending topic. And you got a million motherfuckers out here talking about some shit that ain't never even had a traffic ticket. Mark mentality, folks. So you finna let a square from Delaware, Lane from Spain come way over here, man, and give you the ins and outs on the what's haps. Something straight out of the comic book, bruh. And this is the shit y'all listen to. So you gonna let a nerd who ain't never been to jail or nothing come tell you what's finna happen to some niggas that's finna go to jail. Something straight out of the comic book, bruh. That shit on you, though. You know what I'm talking about? Mark mentality. And once again, ain't nothing you can do about it, bruh, because these niggas thinks like Marks. All you could do is not have the Mark mentality and not let the Mark mentality motherfucker rub off on you with that shit. Affect you with that shit, folks. You know what I'm talking about? You better know who you is. Because if you don't, you're going to be one of these niggas just like these niggas out here. Look how these niggas come to Kevin Samuels' defense. Look how these niggas come to Tank Davis' defense. Look how these niggas come to Devin Haney defense. Look how these niggas come to Shakur Stevens defense. These niggas they choosing up on men. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they choosing up on men. These niggas walking around here with a favorite man that's not they self. And just like a bitch, I'm gonna show you my dedication, how much I like you. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna go around here and defend your honor at all costs. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's the type of man I am. You know what I'm talking about? But what do I know, man? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. Without them right there, you don't remember nothing else. Always remember, it don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of that love.